Point number 2. By the Spirit of Christ, I vividly recall, precious saints, clearly as like unto a sound of a trumpet that I heard, hearing the Lord say the following. Please hear me, precious saints. The Lord said this. I heard it as a trumpet. He said, I have called home. I have called home. I have summoned home into glory a number of your church fathers in the nation, whom have already judged for misdirecting on purpose and misrepresenting me over the nation. The Lord said that I have called home into glory a number of your church fathers whom I've already judged for misdirecting on purpose the church of God in Kenya and for misrepresenting the Lord over the nation. And so the church and the nation, the Lord said the church and the nation must undergo, to which it's already undergoing, must undergo, but to which it's already undergoing, the cleansing by water and fire, says the Spirit of the Lord. Do not be surprised by the flood. It's a cleansing going on in Kenya. That which you call destruction and disaster, in the heavens, it is considered a cleansing. Remember the floods of Noah, when the Lord wanted to cleanse the nation, and when the Lord wanted, and when he needed to cleanse the land, he summoned Noah, and he said to Noah, build an ark, because I'm about to bring floods. I will destroy, but in the same contradistinctive situation, I will be cleansing the land. So the floods are cleansing the land. It is judgment, yes, but judgment that comes with mercy. The mercy is the cleansing. Hear the Lord. He said he will cleanse the land by water and fire. Hear me. Says the Spirit of the Lord. The Spirit of the Lord continue to speak with me, precious saints. And the Spirit of the living Christ that indwells me made an interesting revelation unto me. This one, precious saints, this one puzzled me. This one shocked me. This one startled me. This one shook me. Here, this is the interesting revelation the Spirit of the living Christ that indwells me made it so clear unto me. This is the revelation that is so interesting. In this particular vision, there is a particular vision I was caught up into, precious saints. And in that vision, I saw the four, hear me, I saw the four elemental spirits in the universe. There are four elemental spirits that exist, that are a creation of Yahweh. I saw four elemental spirits in the universe. Hear me, four elemental spirits in the universe that control and that determine the balance of creation in creation. They control and determine the balance of creation in creation. And these four elemental spirits are: number one, fire; number two, water; number three, earth, dunia; number four, air, A for apple, air or wind. And when I saw these four elemental spirits in the vision of God, the Lord said to me, he said, voice of thunders, judgment shall come in the order of these four in Kenya and in the world. Judgment shall come in the order of these four elemental spirits in the Kenya and across the world. For they have been appointed, these 4 elemental spirits have been appointed as judges over the land. And they have been appointed as judges over the land to judge in their capacity of nature as fire, water, earth, and air, until the hour of true repentance springs forth. Because the hour of true repentance is about to strike the land, both in Kenya and across the globe. And the Lord said in continuum, for mercy must proceed forth. Mercy must spring forth in the place of judgment when these 4 elemental spirits shall strike the earth, says the Spirit of the living Christ. Now listen to me. Fire, water, earth, and wind or air have been appointed as judges to strike the earth, the nation of Kenya, with judgment. That's why you see the waters have come as flood. The Lord made me to understand the fire will erupt in different parts of this country. You shall hear of places catching strange fire. We have been having citizens of Gikomba burning up and other places burning up, places burning up with fire, houses catching fire all of a sudden. This judgment is about to come to the nation of Kenya. Judgment shall come in the order of these 4, the Lord has said. Fire will come. Already water is flashing out. Water is already flooding out. We have already seen earth striking. How does earth strike judgment? Great landslides. We have seen great landslides in central Kenya and in different parts of Kenya. Great landslide. The great landslides we have witnessed is the judgment in the order of earth as an elemental spirit.
Welcome to the broadcast. We begin in Kirinyaga, where Keregoya Boys in Kirinyaga County is counting losses after an inferno razed down one of the dormitories last evening. The fire, which began shortly before 8 p.m. on Saturday, left many students in the cold. Property of a known value was also lost before county firefighters arrived to contain the fire. According to John Kiama, head of County Fire Department, despite acting promptly, they were unable to rescue property inside the dormitory. Kirinyaga County Commissioner Hussein Alasso, who visited the school, said the investigations have begun to ascertain the source of fire. No casualties were reported.
Kuna mtu alikuwa akipita kwa barabara, akatupigia simu, akatuambia Keregoya Boys ameona moshi mkubwa sana na watoto wako hapo kwa gate wanagonga gate. Wakati tumesikia hivyo na tunajua Keregoya Boys ni shule kubwa na labda kuko na watoto huko ndani, tukakuja kama vile mnaona gari zote bila tukakuja nazo, tukaanza kupambana na hii moto. Lakini the good thing is hakuna hata mtoto mmoja ameugua, kwa sababu watoto wote walikuwa wamepanda juu kufanya studies, na kunaonekana kuna watoto ambao walibaki huku chini wakachoma hii dormitory, na kunaonekana kwa sababu ya mkutano ya mtihani ile walikuwa wanatakikana wafanye on Monday, hiyo ndio wamefanya wachome. Lakini nataka kuhakikishia wazazi wote wa Keregoya Boys wasiwe na kutetemeka, kwa sababu hakuna mtoto hata mmoja alikuwa kwa hii dormitory. So everything is safe, isipokuwa ni vitu zimeshomeka vitu kadhaa.
Now, Machakos Governor Wavinya Ndeti has warned the criminals who intend
Toy market traders are counting their losses after fierce fire left a trail of deaths and destruction.
A family in Kibera is mourning the deaths of two of their relatives in the inferno that destroyed Toy Market. The late Kevin Ochieng and the late Janet Kweyu died while trying to rescue some of their properties during the inferno. The story is produced by very own Jorogi Gatete.
About 200 meters from Toy Market, which was razed down on Saturday morning, we arrive at this one-roomed house. The owner, Margaret Atieno, is seated holding her chin and in deep thoughts. She is yet to come to terms with the death of her firstborn son, 35-year-old Kevin Ochieng.
Yeye hafanyi biashara. Biashara aliwekea bibi.
It all started on Saturday 5 a.m. when she received a distress call that the market was on fire and that she had to rescue her property.
Mimi nikapigia kijana yangu huyu mwenye amechomeka simu kwa sababu yeye pia ako na biashara Toy Market. So tukaenda Toy, tukaanza kuokoa vitu.
Ochieng first went to check on his mother's stall before proceeding to his wife's 3 stalls. At this moment, the fire had not spread. However, hell broke loose when Atieno received reports that her son was missing and that the fire had reached his wife's stalls. A search started, and that is when they discovered 4 bodies, which at the time had not been burnt beyond recognition.
Kaambia huyo kijana ajaribu kutoa hizo mabati zenye zilikuwa hapo mbele ya kibanda. Alipotoa tu hivi na kijiti, tukapata bado wanachomeka na bado wanaweza kujulikana. Na kijana akashout, ndio huyu Billy. So mimi nikaangalia, nikaona kijana wangu akiendelea kuchomeka na alikuwa amelalia wengine. Wakati huo hatukuwa tumejua ya kwamba amechomeka na shemeji yake.
To her shock, Ochieng was not alone, but he was in the company of his sister-in-law Janet Kweyu, who had also rushed to rescue her sister's properties. Kweyu also died in the inferno.
Tulitafuta zimamoto 3 hours. Hakuna zimamoto. After 3 hours zimamoto inakuja gari moja ikiwa na maji nusu. Wanasema ya kwamba magari mengine hayakulala na maji.
His death is a big blow to his younger sister Pauline Atieno, who is set to join the Kenya Medical Training College and was hopeful that Ochieng, a head teacher at a private school in Kibra, was going to fund her education.
Zimamoto ingefika tu mapema. Ndugu yangu angeungua hapo ndani. Bili angechomeka. I was supposed to join September 10th. Kuna mwenye atalipa your school fees, Jubilee. The plan.
With the bodies having been burnt beyond recognition, the family will have to wait longer to bury their loved ones. First, they are expected to give samples to test for DNA before the remains are released. The 2 other charred bodies are yet to be identified. Meanwhile, at the destroyed Toy Market, some of the affected traders have already started reconstructing their stalls a day after the inferno happened. Their hope is that the government will put to an end the perennial fires witnessed at the market, compensate the traders and build a modern market. In June last year, over 3,000 traders were affected after another fire incident which they blamed on land grabbers who were out to take over the land.
Residents of Mukuru Kwanjenga area in Embakasi South are reeling from damages on their property caused by fire on Monday night. Witnesses say the night fire was caused by an electric fault. A church, a block of residential houses, and 8 commercial houses were among those destroyed by the fire. The affected residents accused the county government of failing to respond to the outbreak of fire promptly.
Huu mkasa wa moto ulianza mwendo wa saa 6:30 usiku kwa mkia leo. Na kuna askari huwa kwa kanisa hapa ambaye nilipigia simu hiyo masaa akaniambia, Eric, kuna moto umetuzidi hapa. Na nikakimbia haraka na nikafahamisha bwana chief, nikafahamisha bwana OCS na viongozi wote wa hii area na fire brigade.
So tukikadiria hasara ambayo tumepata ni karibu milioni 6 na kitu. Na hatujui tutaanzia wapi.
Nilikuwa na salon, ilikuwa na vitu mingi sana, kulikuwa na hadi dryer, Vitu za pesa mingi zimechomeka pale, sikuokoa chochote. Hapo ndio tegemeo, hapo ndio school fees, hapo ndio chakula na kila kitu. So naomba serikali itusaidie.
Sasa kitu ya kwanza, hao watu wanazima moto. Wakipikiwa simu hivi, afadhali wakuje mbio ile wanakujanga wakati wa maandamano. Na wakuwe na maji.
The university